Meghna, and thank you so much for having me here. Cheers. I'm chilled. I'm so good. This is my debut film, but I think it's been a dream forever. I've always been an actor from the time I was a kid. And I think radio anyway exposes you to the kind of performances and film stars where you're anyway doing so much masti. There's so much wittiness exchange. There's so much impromptu dialogue that I feel like I've always been an actor. The great part about being an actor is your dialogues are written out for you, which does not happen when you're a radio person. So, Vidya Balan has been just a fabulous angel of a human being forever. She's naughty, she's mischievous, and she's been fabulous. I have met her when I was in college. When I was a new entrant, she was already in college, and I remember her helping me sign a form or fill a form. I've said this story so often, but I can't get enough because A, she can't remember. B, I was in love with this human being who in college decided that she would sit down with this absolute newbie and help her. Does not happen too much. You know, people are like, whatever. I mean, it did not happen at that point. And then she came in for Munna Bhai, and I remember Rajkumar Hirani and the producer saying, you know, we want her to have your vibe that you have on the radio. We want this radio jockey to have that vibe. So she used to come and watch me do the show, and she used to look like astounded and be like, which was very cool. And in this movie also, you'll see a couple of scenes where she's astounded when she looks at Albeli Anjali, the character that I'm playing. You know, there's just a couple of places where I'm doing lots of things at the same time, the weather report and the traffic update, etc., etc. And she decides that she is going to, I mean, she looks at me and she's completely like, wow, how can one person do so much before she becomes the night jock herself? So she's absolutely fabulous. She's just as fun loving, just as comfortable making, just as mischievous as she always was. Not a single air, not once do you feel, while you're working with a superstar like her, not once do you feel, hey, this is a superstar in the frame, ye to dara ke rakh degi guys, you know. She's very chill. You feel like there's a co-performer and we're all working together to make the scene as good as it can be. No, not at all. And I want to dispel this myth here. I love this question and I'm going to dispel this myth here. I don't think being a difficult boss is a function of being a man or a woman. It is just a function of who you are. I have had the most fabulous support from my bosses who have been ladies. And in fact, one of my favorite people to work with is my programming head, who is Vidu Sharma. And I mean, between her and me, I think we'll make radio the most fabulous medium in the world, because I think we understand each other, we think a certain way, you know, we imagine a certain way, and all of it is very, very good. So I think, yeah, I think lady bosses are amazing if they're not, and this is no, I think men and lady bosses are amazing as long as they're not insecure. So this movie is set in a radio station, as we know, and Suresh Triveni, the director, I think one of the prime reasons he also cast me is because I've been doing radio for so many years. You know, I have been awarded for the work I do. I suppose I'm a good enough radio personality. So one of the things was that because as filmmakers, they know film, but to just get that authentic vibe at a radio station, that's why I was part of this in the first place. So for me, from the time I entered, I was very, very comfortable. At best, I was excited. I won't say nervous, but I was excited about the dance sequence, the Hawa Hawai, because I had done this in school. You know, I danced to Hawa Hawai. I had bought this DVD and I watched Sri Devi and I danced and I won the first prize. And every year I would wait for the school to throw up a competition like that, which would not happen. And so from that, it's an iconic cult song. So I was so excited when I heard I was going to be doing this with Neha and with Vidya Balan. So the excitement was very palpable and very high. And of course, just that मेरा पहला scene Vidya Balan के साथ कैसा होगा, that was just the excitement. But I don't think I was nervous at all. I don't know how that pans out eventually, but there was no. Oh, okay. There is this one scene. Wait, I was thinking. There is this one scene where Vidya Balan is it's the introduction of Sulu in the thing where Vidya Balan is kind of having this um, conversation or a tiff with the receptionist, and I enter, and we just didn't seem to. It's a scene that goes like this, and we just didn't seem to get the timing right. So that scene is funny, but between the three of us, it took a lot of time, and then eventually, we had to sit down and kind of figure it out again. But when you see it, it's a spontaneous scene. It really is. So you will, when you see it, you will understand that that was the only scene that was difficult to shoot. But the rest of it was just exciting, fun, because the movie was such sweet fun to do. Listen, if I was given a choice, I would pick like Mother India, I would pick The Dirty Picture, I would pick Padmavati as my roles. Eventually, I'll get there. But for now, I think in this film, I was selected A because, because I guess most of my city people know me. I have been doing this for a while. And also, I'm talented. So, but apart from that, I know the genre. I know what a radio station feels like. I could give inputs in terms of, hey, I think this mic is a little ulta, like that, like, or hey, yeah, of course we do this. Yes, this can happen. That kind of input also, as much as I could, I would keep doing. So it's not a conscious. I mean, if in the future, of course, I will. I guess consciously get to pick roles. I hope people come up with different roles, because this is not just. I'm not playing me in the movie, right? I'm playing a radio jockey. This role could have been done by someone else, but it's just authentic when someone who knows the medium does it, I guess. Yeah. So for now, I will stick with the director's vision. Hopefully, in the next one, I'll play Rani Lakshmi Bai. I don't know. I think it's inevitable. When a song gets comes back, an old song comes back, then people first start to think of it. Oh, remix hai. Oh, acha. Comparisons are inevitable. But from the beginning, we were very clear. Even when I was told being a radio personality, I know how it feels when a song is badly hashed. It's not a good feeling to hear it. However, when the song came to us and when we heard it, we knew from the word go, they weren't trying to rehash it. Kavita Krishnamurthy's vocals are still intact. It's really a tribute. It's not been made into some really jazzy version of itself. Yes, there's a rap version of it, but it fits with the situation at a radio station. And a radio station has music, so it's very okay to play that song. So it was not like we were creating the Mr. India iconic Hawa Hawaii with the fruit on the head and the golden dress. That is not what was happening. It's just three women and their colleagues getting tully and having fun at the radio station, as you will see. By being fabulous, my girl, by being fabulous. I have two ways. One is I ignore them. Yeah. No, one is I completely ignore them. There are some fun trolls also, and if they're fun, I like to combat with wit. If it's a witty thing that they've said, I like witty trolls. If they're shitty trolls, and if they're not, if they're trolls that are not well-meaning, they just want to say something. So I wish them well, literally in my heart. I sometimes wonder, what do they get out of it? Nothing. If it's and I have been trolled quite badly for one particular thing. When I take a stance back and I think, what did I say there? Was I okay with that? Was I right? Was I wrong? And then I leave it at that. But my combat is mostly either I'm witty or I'm quiet. I'm like, you don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Adventurous. I have always been the sort of person who has wanted to do everything. I've been like that from the time I was a kid. If you ask my mom, she'll tell you this girl was, like, I was like that in college. I participated in everything. And I think that's the way to live life. I think you should grab it and take it. Literally, it's one life. We crib about too many things. So for me, it was a natural progression. Also, I'll say another word is loyal, because the radio journey, very often it is a journey that leads you to other things, and the other things is naturally television and film. You're just biding your time, really. But for me, radio was that first medium that kind of helped me get where I am today. So I always believe that that's a medium where, I'm very good at it. So I believe that I will stick with that medium and do the other stuff at the same time, not be boxed. So like tomorrow, when I'm older, and I'm looking back on life, or when my grandkids are, then hopefully what they're looking at is, wow, she was not one person. She did all these things. She used all her talents and she bettered them. So that's been my goal forever, to do everything fabulously.
That's very good.
I'm glad I have begun. I've heard from, now that I hang a little more, I've started to hear stuff about how things have changed, about how people are giving other people a chance, and people from outside the industry. And I think that was always the case. It's a debate. It came up. Some people find that it's right, some people find that it's not. I think it's too bad for those that indulge in it, because you kind of lose out on great talent that's from the outside. As you will see, you're right, I'm not a product of nepotism. Radio hasn't got there yet. Acha, tum Malishka ke bete ho, tum hi radio jockey banoge. That hasn't happened yet. And it shouldn't. As a result, it stays diverse. But to each his own, for those who think that, these are the people I want to use. And I just know that there's a great amount of talent coming from the outside, and we're seeing it every day in the industry. And more power to that. I hope that continues to happen. Yeah. Oh yeah, lots. Not Neha Dhupia as much as Vidya, because see, Vidya and I go back a long way, and I made the mistake of telling Vidya ki, oh my god, I'm on your turf now. Because whenever she comes to the radio station, I have a blast with her. I'll ask her crazy things, I'll make her do crazy things. She's done everything from play a radio jockey to do this whole for me for dirty picture. All of that has happened. So she was like, oh, you're on my turf now. So that happened. And she would just, come up to me and say stuff like, you can't make so much noise. Stop talking. Or she would just say something random like that. You know now how it works. She would just like keep doing. And she has a wonderful energy actually to work on set with, because she knows that I was not bullied ever. Even if my jaw dropped a little bit saying, is she serious or is she not, she would have her full jollies in that one and enjoy herself thoroughly. She used to just go like in the breaks, now if there was a cut, she would go and stand behind like it's a radio station, right? You had lots of actors that that came in. So junior actors, they were all there. And she would suddenly creep up behind someone and they don't know she's there, and then she would tap them on the shoulder and start talking to them. And they would freak out that Vidya Balan tu wahan act kar rahi thi, she's talking to me. And like anything random stuff, she'd be like, so you came on time today. I don't know, like something. She would just say something to them and they would be, and she would laugh and walk away. So and that person would be left completely, feeling good. Little nervous, but feeling fully good. So she's done that to me a lot, but she's also been fabulous. I remember one day she came up to the vanity van with this big fat, gift box. And she bought me like personally engraved with my name, like Malishka on it, like vanity cases and all. I was like, isme main sara makeup rakhungi, and that's why you're seeing me all made up today. Otherwise, that's like a radio jockey, you have to wake up, tumble out of bed, wear your jeans and get on the mic. But as an actress, ooh la la. Dang, rapid fires, I'm not good with rapid fires. Okay. One thing annoying about Vidya, because I can't do it, she remembers everybody. She remembers their names and she remembers everybody. You have to see it, and I can't remember everybody's names. That that I think that she will always speak her mind. I mean, so like I will do it a little more bluntly, but Vidya Balan will eventually always say what she wants to, and she'll figure out a way to say it. She might laugh through it. She might, but I think she'll always speak her mind because she laughs so much. You might miss that. That I can be quite shy. Nobody believes that. No, I think that I can be quite quiet. I say this to my friends and they laugh at me, but I keep saying I'm a very quiet person and they don't believe me. Oh, rats. Rats, rats, rats. I will jump off it. Like, as much as I will stand up to anything and anyone in song, if you show me a rat, everything is wrong. Ooh, that rhymed. You're saying I can't choose all three? The answer is obvious. Success, because if you are successful, then it obviously means you're famous, I think, and you're also well loved. This is the definition in my head. Vidya Balan's The Dirty Picture. I loved that. The bedhadkapan with which she does the first half and then she shows her tummy. I'll have to, of course, grow that tummy, but otherwise that one. She is confident and she's fun. Neha Dhupia is amazingly confident, and she goes back home and watches a lot of Netflix. Also, Neha Dhupia goes running as often as she can. Hey, Manak Kaul has been a friend for very many years. I've worked with him in theatre actually. So actually we've been on stage together, so I know him for that long. So working with, and I haven't really shared any scenes with him, but he's very reassuring. He's very reassuring. For a theatre actor, you could be very like, oh my god, he's a theatre actor, but he's very reassuring and he'll give you your space. As an RJ, like I said, I never want to hear another person say, "Kya baat hai, kya baat hai, kya baat hai, kya baat hai, kya baat hai." I don't want to say it and don't hear anybody say it. We do it a lot. I think it's on stage as well. And as a person, I would have said biting my nails, but I don't anymore. But as a person, to not be so distracted. I'm easily distracted because lots of things are going on in my mind at the same time. Hey, hi, come in. See, like that. Oh, and I'm dressed for it also. So in the film, I'm called Albeli Anjali. Radio Wow, it's wow. पर आप सुन रहे हैं मुझे, मैं अलबेली, घूमूं अकेली, कोई पहेली हूँ मैं, पगली हवाएं मुझे जहाँ भी ले जाए, और सुलू की सहेली हूँ मैं. And Sulu comes in. Hello, आपकी रातों को जगाने, आपको दीवाना बनाने, आज नहीं, यहाँ पे घर बसाने आ गई है तुम्हारी सुलू. 17 नवंबर को देखने आओगे ना? हाँ, बताओ. तुम्हारे चलते आए चेतना आए. Chetna, I've done a little bit of Tumhari Sulu and Dirty Picture in this one little thing. You see it, you realize. Oh gosh. So Entertainment Ki Raat is on Colors, and it's one of those things I've always wanted to do. Here's the thing, I've always wanted to be, and I'm going to say it, I've idolized Oprah. I have loved Ellen, and I'm not telling you that this show is either of the two. I'm telling you it's a version of us, Indian television. It's a grand entertainment show which has a lot of characters that you will see, and there are like fun interviews, there are parodies, there's a mic drop. It's like it's not like a single set. It goes round the set and you will see different people doing different things, perhaps with the same celebrity guest who is invited. I'm hosting the show, I'm very, very happy to host the show. You will see games, you will see Nautanki, you will see, and I think for the first time you will see a female. I mean, of course, you've seen a lot of female hosts, but you will see a female host in this light that is bebag and bindas and does stuff and is part of the gags and everything else, and at the same time, hopefully, is smart, witty, on the spot. All of that will happen, I'm assuming. So I'm pretty much excited at this point because I'm on radio, TV, and film at the same time. Quite a good month this November is. It's ridiculous. It should be voiced. Women are voicing it, and you're not just talking about women. I guess. I mean, it's women. It's women. We've always known that workplace politics is in place, but harassment is of so many different kinds. Yeah, the whole mental harassment. There's a sexual harassment. Of course, we know only. I have seen it. You know, either in my life or in my colleagues' lives. When you're younger, it affects you more. You don't know what to do, and I have seen it happen. I've seen it unravel right before my eyes. Um, Unfortunately, very often you don't know what to do. But times have changed so much. You have so much help. People are talking about it so much. One phone call, one social media message, one cry for help, one actual, standing up and saying, "Hey, I won't stand for it anymore," can change lives. And so you should. I mean, you should be able to do this because it is not acceptable for your bosses, whether male or female, to bully you, whether it's verbal or whether it's physical or sexual. It is not okay for your colleagues to talk to you in a way that is derogatory. It is not, and it's something we have learned over the years. It was not the norm. There's a very fine line between what is a joke and what is not, and I think if the perpetrator doesn't get it, the one who's going through it, if the one who's going through it feels like a line has been crossed, um, then the one who's doing it should apologize and stop. That's what it should be. If that doesn't work, then you have to call in your office committee. But you have to raise your voice till the balance of power is perfect. I don't care. Frankly, I got here on the basis of talent, the people's love, and what I do. I got here because of my mind, not ideally. I mean, it was not my body that got me here. But what I did for my body is a different story altogether, and it's always going to be a process. I wanted to get healthy. I wanted to look different. I wanted the change, and it was all about me. It will still be that. Tomorrow, you may or may not be accepted in a new role. And I would like to tell you this. This is something I have been advocating since the time I found voice on more than one media, which is more than radio, that don't let people box you. I do not understand why anyone must. Why must anyone tell you, तू radio jockey अच्छी है, तू actor ही अच्छा है, तू welder ही अच्छा है, तू काम वाली बेहतर है. Nobody has the right to dictate my dreams or your dreams. Nobody can tell us, because if I've got here, then there's a reason, right? I mean, I got here on merit, right? I mean, someone saw something. Hey, she can dance. Let's give her that. Let's give her that chance. So what if she's chubby? So what? Chubby people don't dance. I see them dancing all the time, and I was darn good at it. I did my best at it, and I exited gracefully. I was entertaining. I'm proud of myself. My family is proud of me, and that's what's important. I'm doing a film today. After doing a song that sent a social message that shook up the system. Does that mean that I will become one? Does that mean that if I spoke about a serious issue, that, oh hey, but then you're doing like Bollywood? Or is it that, oh hey, you're doing Bollywood, so you can't talk about serious issues? This has got to stop. As individuals, we're smart people. We're more than the sum of what our job is, or what we do in the day. We're more than that, and everybody should be allowed to explore that. And I can't say this vociferously enough. That I'm proud of the work I've done, and people around me are proud of the work I've done. They love it, I love it, and if you bomb, that's okay. You get up and you do something else all over again. I mean, it's transient, it passes. This too shall pass. It's one of my favorite sayings. It won't end you, it will make you stronger, and you had another experience. That's my attitude towards life. Honey, because nobody can take me. Dish, dish, dish. But you know there's the thing, you're single till you're married. But I will tell you this, that I wouldn't get this far without the support of some fabulous people. The ring is on the wrong finger, but you know. So yeah, I have some very special person in my life. I have some very special person in my life, and I'm thankful to God, really. It's a content-driven film. You know, it's not a leave your mind at home and come film. And though I have nothing against those films, it's a film that will make you smile. Whether you get into the theater, you know, you were upset or you're already smiling, you will come out smiling. It's a slice of life. If you're a radio lover, listener, radio personality, you will see yourself somewhere or the other. You will see yourself in Sulu because her hashtag is "Main kar sakti hai," and I saw myself in Sulu. I was like, wow, you know, she may be this middle class housewife from Virar, but she's me, because I also believe "Main kar sakti hai." This interview will, I can do it. If I want to do it, I can do it. And I think all of us have that. We just have "Main kar sakti hai, lekin ye main kar." So I think Sulu will kind of teach you how to ease out and, you know, explore your horizons. Also, I'm done singing it. I want to watch it. Thank you so much for having me on Air IBTimes. For more such updates, log on to IBTimes India.